Hello everyone and welcome to another Top 5 Records video. And today I'm going to be comparing two versions of one and the same album. I'm talking about Aretha Franklin and her album I Never Loved a Man the Way That I'm Loving You. And what I'm holding here is the 2013 Rhino mono pressing, which I've heard a lot of good stories about, and a first original Atlantic Records US pressing, also in mono. Now, why this comparison? Before I bought this album, I went looking online, and a lot of people were very enthusiastic about this Rhino release from 2013. You can have a look here. It has the hype sticker, Soul Queen Aretha Franklin's 1967 breakthrough studio album, original mono recording, which does not apply that they necessarily use the original stampers, I guess. But you know, it's a nice presentation. The cover is nice, and what they did do, I like it. This is thick vinyl, and you got the original Atlantic Records label. Now that is very good, but I bought this one before I had a mono needle. So listening to it on a stereo needle, I thought, it doesn't sparkle, it doesn't come to life. Then when I finally had a mono needle and I put this one on, I still thought, I'm not fully understanding it. Perhaps the enthusiasm online for this pressing is because it is the mono release, and I haven't compared it to a stereo pressing, but the consensus might be that you have to find this one in mono, so the fact that Rhino releases a mono pressing might be something people are enthusiastic about. But this is it's not a bad pressing. It doesn't spark, and it didn't get me into the album the way that I would imagine. Now, having said that, I never thought I would find this one, an original pressing from 1967. Now, the sleeve has a little hole in here, and there are some markings, but further on, especially the vinyl itself is near mint minus. And I found it for about 25 bucks in Denmark a couple of months ago. And this has the original, it's an original, so it has a beautiful Atlantic label. And I didn't expect much. I thought if Rhino did a great job on releasing it and getting the record out, then I also have the original inner sleeve, by the way. I might show you that. You can see. I like those old Atlantic sleeves. I thought, perhaps it's just not so much of a sparkling recording. Perhaps the voice of Aretha Franklin is very hard to control, equalizing wise, microphone wise. Then I put this on, and wow, the original is a treat, uncomparable to anything else. This sparkles. And the first thing I noticed, besides the voice, the energy, much more present bass, which I find interesting because usually these older records are a bit compressed in the bass, so cheap record players will not pop out of there. This has incredible bass, and the bass is so much more defined here than on the Rhino 2013 mono. But what I also found very noticeable is that although it's a mono recording, the placing of the instruments in the room is so much clearer. It might have to do with depth. It might just have to do with a very good separation. Perhaps it's just the clear, well-defined quality. But all these instruments get so much more alive for themselves. They are so much more, because they are clearer, because it's like you can place them where they are sitting. And that in mono, I mean, it's incredible. The entire record just sparkles. Her voice is so beautifully gorgeous, full on present in this pressing. But the mixing and the balance with the backing vocals, I mean, it is just incredibly amazing how they did that. How they made this record so sparkling and yeah, the just immense power of Aretha Franklin's voice. It is yeah, you just fall in love with the quality of this pressing. It has more depth. It has more punch in there. Um, Everything is better defined, and it is also louder cut. So it's about 4 or 5 dBs in difference. But even I was compare them, leveling them down. Level down, this is constantly fuller, more gorgeous. So yeah, if you have the choice to go for an original, please hunt down an original. You will not regret it. And this is an album. I mean, I usually don't talk about the songs in a video like this, but there are so many incredible songs on here. And just the sheer quality and the excitement you will experience if you find an original of this is it's it's beyond what I could imagine. So we have a very, very clear winner here. The original. So what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!